What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what I've been flipping lately to make stubs, and I'm also going to talk about the July Player of the Month program. So if you guys want to make some more stubs and you want to hear about the program, we're going to talk about that in today's video, as well as just kind of some other news and stuff like that. So I am getting close to World Series, by the way. I got into 891 earlier today that I lost versus an absolute goon. It was 17-12 at Ship It, and I lost. He was just really good at hitting. I held my own as best I could, but been playing better. Been a rough season, but let's go ahead and get to our main topic here today. And I'm going to talk to you guys about what I've been flipping. And I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but this is going to be more of a streamlined version of this. So what I'm doing to filter is I'm really just going team by team, and I'm looking for lower tier diamonds that I can flip because they're very cheap now. They're low risk, and they're getting to the point where they're better to flip than, silvers and golds and stuff like that. That may change a bit tomorrow, but for example, the Orioles don't really have any target cards that I'm looking to go after in regards to this. So we're going to head and go to the next team, and I'm going to show you some of the good teams to do this with. Now, the Red Sox, they don't have too many of the guys that I'm really looking for either. I feel like eventually I am going to step up. Once I get to, 2 million stubs off of flipping, I'm going to start stepping up and flipping cards, possibly. Actually, they do have one. They do have one in Chris Sale. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. 8,000 and 946 or 9416. A part of the live series collection. A lot of these cards are very cheap now, but if you got a player that just picked up the game, or you got some guys down in the 300s, 400s, that kind of stuff, those no money spent teams, these are good because a lot of people pull this card. They pull it out of the pack. They just get rid of it quickly. They don't take time to put it in there. There's a 400 stub profit, not the best that we'll see along this line, but not bad either. Instead of getting that 100 to 200 profit, we're looking to get more of a profit out of these. This one probably wouldn't be too bad either, that Folk, but and neither would Ted Williams. Nice little gaps right in there. I'm going to go after David Ortiz though here, because he is more of a card that gets sold frequently, being in that one pack. I'm not huge on the Red Sox, and we actually got a couple out of there. I do like the Yankees. The Yankees have a lot of cards that we can flip out of here. Giambi is still great to flip out of here. Nice solid profit. What do we even see out of that profit? And always pay attention to the seller will receive. You can always see how much you're going to get taxed beforehand. Quick 600 or so. That's a very solid flip. Not too high of a risk either. Brett Gardner, he's still been great. We got our Chris Sale. I like to see that. And we'll be able to put Chris Sale back up here. 9-4. So we're kind of looking to replicate what we've been flipping with Home Run Derby, and what we've been flipping with the Prime. This Gardner card I've sold many times. So we're kind of looking for stuff like that as we flip. And we're also looking for cards like Aaron Judge, lower tier diamond, 8273. Still always a part of the live series collection. Quick 400. Easy put in. They sell pretty fast. Mariano Rivera, another great one to do. Mickey Mantle, I love doing this one as well. 5484. And we will be able to sell him for 6774. Quick 600 stubs. Instead of getting those, I really like selling Aroldis Chapman a lot too. This is another good one. This is a good card that either fits into the set. A lot of people need this card. It's not too much of a price difference compared to what people have to just go ahead and purchase him all the way at 9078 rather than putting in an order. So he's pretty good to go with. The Rays, they don't have too many that I'm really concerned with going after. Maybe Charlie Morton, but he's a little bit he's not going for too much of a difference. We're only going to make 100 subs there, so I'm going to avoid that. Alvarado probably wouldn't be too bad of one. 7142. Not bad. I think I'll go in for an Alvarado. Again, Not very high risk because of the quick sell value. I mean, I'm only 796 stubs away from the quick sell value, so I'm not really I'm really more like invested like 796 because I'm already gonna get the 5,000 back. Even if worse comes to worse, I'll be able to like quick sell them. Even if I have to sell them back for what it went for, it's not too bad. Quick 400 subs there on Laureano. But again, the Rays, they don't have too much of they're not one of my teams that I'm really looking for, but I'll always go and check them. Blue Jays the same way. They just don't really have any of those mid-tier diamonds. Bo Bichette isn't really a good one to go after here. Not a huge difference. He is going for a little bit more than I might think. Let's see, 6.279. That's not too bad. I actually will be in on this Bo Bichette as long as that price over on the left stays up. A lot of times the price over on the left on this card, it goes down quite a bit. It goes to like that 5,700 range. For some reason, he's going up a little bit, so I guess I'll play on that. But those are definitely the tiers of cards I've been looking for. Now, this Michael Kopech, I actually already have an order in for him because when I was recording this video, I had my mic off. So I had to make sure I turned that on. So I already have an order for him in there. I think we just picked up an Aaron Judge too, so we can put him back up. So I have an order in from Michael Kopech. And another rule of thumb too, guys, is unless a card just going like really quickly, as far as, okay, we got the Blue Jays. Unless a card just going really quickly, or I'm going to be gone from the game for a little while, I don't really try to put in. Let's say I'm selling this Bo Bichette like I am. Some cards I'll rebuy, like I'll get my order back in on the other side. Some cards I won't. Just kind of one of those things you'll notice is different cards sell at different rates. Kopech, I do have an order on already. I think I went in on Madrigal also in the previous one, but these two, not too bad. Andrew Vaughn, probably the same way. These cards are all kind of the same. I've got Lucas Giolito before. It takes a while to sell. But it's not a bad one. But you're getting to the point where you're starting to risk a little bit more. I think eventually with my stack, once I get to like 2 million, I'm gonna be going in on more cards like that I can get 4,000 from a flip. But that's kind of the point we're getting towards, where it's like we don't need to go after silvers and golds. There will be some stuff that we do need to go after with silvers and golds, but that's going to be more when we talk about the program. So I'm not sure why someone's bid up Francisco Lindor that high. Usually it's more about 7,801 and 8,993. So I do like flipping Lindor. I like flipping this Jose Ramirez a lot too. He's very solid. He is the perfect candidate for us to flip because he's a lower tier diamond that people pull out of packs and then they just sell to you quickly. But he's got a nice differential on the left side. He's a part of their collection. He's a good one to go after. I've definitely sold a lot of his card recently. So the guys I like out of the Indians, Lindor, Ramirez, solid to go after. The Tigers, for whatever reason, I've been able to sell a lot of Matt Mannings recently. I'm not really. I think I might have an order in for him because let's see, do I have one for Matt Manning? I do. So I already got another order in for him. I'm not too concerned with getting the lower price. What you're doing with this is you're more trying to mass buy, and then when you're not available to be at the game, or you're just going into whatever you want to do, maybe if you're playing events or if you're playing ranked seasons or you're going to be off the game for 4 or 5 hours. One thing I really don't like to do is flip off my phone. I found that to be very cumbersome. I like flipping on the game so much more. Rendon, I was thinking as a possibility. I did pick up one earlier today, it looks like, from a mass buy. We're going to go ahead and put him back up. 400 there. Not too bad. Could be better, not too bad. I'm going to avoid Troy Percival. Good gap there, but I'm just going to avoid him. I don't know how long he would take to sell. I don't know. That's a great gap, though. Some of it is just, I just don't know if some of these cards are going to move. That's kind of a random card to move on both sides. The Athletics, I didn't get a Sean Murphy from earlier today, but I will go after Sean Murphy. So I'm really looking for like 85 to 89 diamonds. You know, Matt Chapman's a perfect example, perfect range for us. We're going to pick him up, flip him. Sean Murphy, like the prospect cards, very solid. We already sold our Chris Sale. That's good. We're going to move on to the next team. We're going to get to my favorite team here in a second. Julio Rodriguez, I'll be in on him. He typically takes a little bit to sell, but I'm going to go in on him. King Felix, obviously this is like an event card, so it's pretty rare. Not the type of card I'm trying to go in on. I might go in on Kelenic, though, because we're starting to get to that point in the season where baseball is coming back. A lot of Mariners fans are going to want him just to have on the team. Nice 2,000 profit there. I'm going to go ahead and go in on him. Logan Gilbert. This is another events card. It's more rare than anything else. It looks like we got another J-Ram. So when I see that pop up, it's time to go over and put them back in the market. That's starting to go down quite a bit. I'm going to go 6665. I'm going to let that 6300 get out of the way. And then I'll just like chill behind that. Rangers, you know, the Rangers really don't have anybody. See, this is what I was talking about with that Bo Bichette card. It's usually not 61, 62. It's more like about 56. So this card doesn't go for. We already got the Kelenic. Wow, that's real nice. I'm interested to see if he's gonna sell for that much more. But that's a quick 2,000 right there. So the more stack that you get, it's definitely time to keep making moves. It's not time to stop making moves. Just restacking you should always have your stubs working for you. And Bagwell, that's an interesting one. I mean, that was like the headliner from the start of the year. I'm gonna go after like a Bregman. These are kind of my ones that are more consistent, go pretty quick. Let's 6628. I mean, that's what, like a 500 profit. That's not bad when you're just getting hit with a lot of those. Picked up a Whitley earlier today. Now it's time to put him back up. I'm not sure why that person went way over. I think I'm just gonna store a buy at 7072. Now again, I don't like to do this too often, where I like my card to sell on these a little bit more before I just buy another one. But sometimes it's just like I'll just go after it, and you're gonna notice which cards sell more or less pretty quickly. I don't know. Should I go in on a Bagwell? That price is a little bit high. I get nervous too when there's other cards that someone can get, especially if you can get a much better Bagwell than this, and he's not that much more expensive. So I get nervous on a card like that going too over the top. I think this Bagwell is the collection the All-Star collection. Let me pop out of here for a second. I'm trying to think if it is the All-Star collection for the program. It is. So actually, it might not be too bad of an idea to go after this Bagwell, to be honest with you. Rich is great. It's an A+ flip. And Rich Gossage probably flipped Rich Gossage, I don't know, 100 times at like, 500, 600, 1,000 profit. So he's always a really solid one to go after. Looks like we got a Matt Chapman. We're gonna go ahead and put him back up. So let's go to the Athletics. Put up Matt Chapman. I like flipping these live series diamonds. That's not too big of a profit right now, so we're gonna chill on him for a little bit until it goes up over on the other side. Sean Murphy always sells like really slow. Takes forever to pick him up. The Rangers really need more sellable diamonds. Just looking at this, like they need more sellable diamonds. They just got a couple, but everyone got one of these. They only have a Yu Darvish and Joey Gallo, so they really need some more sellable diamonds. We got Altuve going. Springer, that's not the biggest gap. That might not be too bad either, especially considering. Nah, that's not good. That's not nearly good enough. We're gonna go ahead and take a look. A lot of these are what the hell is this? 2099 and 2095. That might be somebody even like putting up an order in the wrong spot or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and go to my favorite team. This is my favorite team to flip with. So if you made it this far into the video, this is my favorite team to flip with. No doubt about it. It's the Braves, because there's so many different cards to flip here. I wonder if I picked up one of these earlier. I might pick up another one of these. 742. I probably won't get that, but it's all right. So these cards are I've been flipping a very popular card. You know, people want Acuna. I'm gonna flip Acuna. I'm gonna flip Greg Maddux a lot. These are the really good ones to flip right now. Is Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, who we got a bunch up here to put back up. You know, that's a quick 600, and we can stack all these up and set them and forget them. That's pretty much around the price that he goes for in the All-Star collection. Comes out of packs a lot because he's in that one All-Star pack. And John Smoltz is our other guy. People get this out of the pack, they sell it quickly, and it's going for a decent amount on the other side. So he's been really solid to go after. I like flipping Freddie Freeman a lot. He's in our like mid-tier diamonds that are lower right now. Hey, we did sell the Boba set. That's great. I'm gonna reset my so we got another Chipper Jones. I'm gonna reset my Chipper Jones so that they get sold. Just remember I had them from earlier. Let's see. Go ahead and reset them. I think I got him, you know, pretty cheap anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset. You know, just put them at the lower tier. Let's see, we got a sell order for some stuff, some of those Indians cards. Going pretty fast. I mean, relatively fast. Not taking that long. I only started this video like 16, 17 minutes ago, so doesn't take too long. We got a Drew Waters here. Let's see, 6337. I always just like to kind of see the profit. That's a nice 600 profit. 5151. Pick him up, flip him. So they got Waters, so I'm a little bit lower on, but Freddie Freeman's great. Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddux are great. Acuna's great. I would avoid that. Even McGriff can be okay because he's a part of. Yeah, go ahead and go back to the Braves. He's a part of the All-Star set right now, so we picked up another John Smoltz. Fantastic flip right now. This is John Smoltz. I was going through a bunch of them. That 600, 700 profit is really good. Once I get up to the bigger tier cards, when I get really stacked up, then I think, you know, I'm going to be making like 4,000 or so a flip, 3,000 or so a flip. That's kind of the way I see this going. And I've really tried to go in, you know, and work on my flip game. This is a huge flip on Sixto Sanchez right now too. I'm glad I got him. Did I get a Floyd? You guys, I mean, put him in, take him back out later that day. You're just picking up like massive stubs, in a way. We'll go ahead and go through the rest of the teams here. I mean, I'll pick why not? We're not gonna, but like, all right. So we pick up Nin, right? 759, and we're looking at like 100 stubs. Like, that's just, I can't do that anymore. I need flips that are picking up like 600 to 700 at a time. Like, it just, especially if you guys are starting to get that stack out there. Let's see. I love flipping Strasburg. Another really good one to flip. Love flipping Strasburg. He's in that perfect tier. I think you guys are starting to see at this point in the video kind of that tier that we're looking for. Nobody else we really are looking for. We could go after Daniel Murphy because he's a popular card for people to use. That's like 1,000 sub profit. I might go in on that, honestly. I think he'll hold that price a little bit. These cards are a little bit trickier to flip. I'd rather have live series. I'd rather have like prospects, that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at the Mets. I feel like this card just keeps skyrocketing in price. It's one of the more. It might not be too bad to buy it like 6,500 right now, and then, you know, hold on to him for a little bit. It might even be way better if you get him at 58, but I think that's long gone. I feel like he's gonna go up sooner rather than later. This is not a, see, this is probably what I'll be flipping in the future. is like a card like this John Franco, where I'm gonna make a quick 4,000. That's probably what I'm gonna be doing in the future. But I need more stubs than this to do that. I just really, I guess I got enough in a way, but I'd like to have more stubs on the back end to start making moves like that. So it's a card like Tom Seaver, we're not looking to flip either. It's like a high price gold. Nah, we're not doing that. That's too much. Jeff McNeil isn't bad. These cards are a little tricky to flip though. So it looks like we got our Daniel Murphy too. Maybe I'll just have to go and take the plunge and dive into, you know, going after. Maybe I'll have to take the plunge and go into. You know what? Let's just try to flip him. I think this is gonna be our first foray. You gotta kind of just get in there and, you know, test the waters a little bit with this stuff. Like my guide is definitely going to put you on the right path, because that's what I'm basically doing. But I'm telling you, like, even if you have to sell them back at the exact price you got them, what's the worst thing that can happen? You didn't really lose in that situation. Great flips here. You know, Bryce Harper, Real Muto. Those are what we're targeting. I wonder if I got this bomb. I did. He's another targetable card that we're going after. And now our flips are just, they're just so much more strength with less work. And that's what we're really going after. I wonder how much he goes for. 19,989. Like 1,800. I think I'll go in. But you guys can see as my stack increases, like if I had like 2 million right now, this would be probably replacing what we were going after in these lower tiers. I don't know. Like, once you can mass buy a lot of these hobby, Baez is a great one too. Great one here in Baez. Really like picking him up. That's a quick flip, popular player, live series. So he gets he's in a lot of packs. Dave Kingman's been a great one as well. Dave Kingman's been great. Lots of people pick up this card because it has so much power versus left. It's like a good card off your bench to use. Kerry Wood, he's really been skyrocketing in price lately, just absolutely skyrocketing in price, because like the 3 cards that are coming out of this are like Al Leiter, he's coming out of this, Oral Hershiser, and Kerry Wood. Those are the ones that everybody likes right now on the comp scene, because they're just great starting pitchers. And there's not a lot of like great starting pitchers in the game compared to, you know, say like outfield's pretty dang stacked, first base stacked, third base stacked. We got a Javi Baez, perfect. I mean, he's honestly like a perfect one to go after. Quick 500, but that's nice. I'll take that 500. We're gonna go ahead and, is there anybody else on the Cubs? No and no. Avoid these guys. These are not, I don't know. Let me know if you flip these. I just have this intuition that says it's not good to flip them too. Especially, what I really mean is like Lee Smith would be fine, but Bruce Sutter, probably not good. And like, this is what I used to flip, you know. I'd go after someone like Chris Bryant, 722 or 3227, you know, make that 200. Like, just can't do that anymore. Just can't do that. I can, but I can't. Now, Cueto, always been, I probably sold, I don't even know how many Cuetos I've sold at this point. It's like a ridiculous number. Probably like over 200 at like 900 profit a pop. Looks like we just picked up a Rich Gossage too. We got a Dave Parker. These cards, I can, just for whatever reason, I feel like I have not been able to get on this side very often. Not nearly as much. Did we sell that Daniel Murphy? That Daniel Murphy went fast. Maybe I'm gonna be in on Daniel Murphy again, because he's our. That's what I was talking about earlier with like the, once it goes, then I'll buy back in. So once it goes, I'm gonna buy back in. I don't want to pick up 3 Daniel Murphys at one time. It's too much. It's just too much risk, I feel like, after a while. Did we pick up a David Ortiz? Let's go ahead and go to the Red Sox. So things are still firing off left and right. we're still able to you know, kind of do it in the moment. but also we have like long-term buys that just kind of chill, and then we can go after them. Giants, they don't really have anybody, as I remember. I guess Joey Bart's got a good gap. I'm gonna go ahead and go after Joey Bart. That's a really good gap, so I'll take the risk on that. Hornsby, good gap, but it just feels like no one really uses that card. Let's take a look at 5, 6. I guess really this is more like a play. I'd say like if you have like 4 million, then you really start making like these kind of moves. Let's see what it is. Actually, no, you wouldn't. Jeez, I don't know what the hell. Just ignore that. Please ignore that. That's not. Christy Mathewson. Nobody wants that card, in my opinion. Padres. The Padres. Oh, Kirby Yates. I'm being on Kirby Yates to flip him. I would definitely flip a Yates. Hoffman like never sells. Like maybe one a day. What is like a Tony Gwynn flip looking like? 3-8, 3-1-3. Like 1,000. Risking like 33,000 to make 1,000. I'd probably pass on that. That's not really what we're looking for. This Dustin May went way back up. Let's see, 72,991. Only making 1,000 there. Let's see. Kemp. It's got a pretty decent gap. Maybe? I don't know. That's why I like to check. I never try to like ballpark this stuff. That's a 4,000 gap on Kemp. I just wish I had more stubs because I'm eventually gonna. I feel like I could do that now, but I just like eventually I'm gonna be able to do that. Did I ever sell my Gavin Lux from today? I really was wondering if I sold my Gavin Lux from today. Looks like I got a couple Glavins to sell that from. Hopefully those fire off in a second. I would avoid this card. This card took me forever to sell. I would avoid that one. Mookie Betts, great one. 8-6, 2-6. We're gonna pick up Mookie. Very popular card. He's in that 85 to 89 range, so he gets picked up a lot. I like to flip Walker Buehler a lot too. Just quick, simple, and easy flip. Not a ton of stubs, really, but you know he's pretty tried and true. It's not like a huge difference to pick him up if you just want him immediately. That's what I like about that. I like taking a low risk on that side and then not that much to go the other way. What's Oro going for? I might be in on this, but it's a lot. I might be in on that. That's 4,000 right there that I could probably go after. There's probably going to be some people bidding on this on the other side. I'm really tempted to go after like Matt Kemp and Oral Hershiser, but I'm going to pass on them for now. Really Betts and Buehler are the guys out of this. Rockies, not really too enamored by anything. Brendan Rodgers seems to sell like really, really slow. I feel like I never get this card sold to me, and then I probably wouldn't have too much of a problem picking them up, but we're gonna go after Trevor Story. Let's see, 6049, so it's just like a 400, but we'll go after him because it's like literally zero risk. It's like a 56 stub risk to make 400. What I mean by that is you could always quick sell the card for 5,000 after you bought it. So very, very little risk. Let's go ahead and look at the D-backs here. We're always in on these. I mean, the home run derby, we're always in on. I just feel like I have not been getting them sold to me on this other end. Like they're just like not. It's just they're slowly gonna go up over on that side. One thing I forgot to put in that I was gonna put in yesterday's video that I forgot was the fact that I did have a lot of Robinson Canos that I bought, but then I decided to get out from under it. I bought like 4 or 5 of them just thinking, hey, he's going to go up. I decided to get out from under it. I'm actually not playing him anymore. I wish this card was I tried very hard to get a buy order for this card. That's actually the exact price. I really wanted to get those Robinson Canos to flip and like really just kind of hold on to as an investment, but I was not able to I chickened out because, first of all, I'm not playing Cano anymore. I was, but I'm not using him anymore. Just because he's a great card. He's honestly the best second baseman card probably in the game. But I moved Craig back out there. I don't know. He's great, but I feel like it was too risky of an investment. Like, it was like 200,000. Maybe he goes up, maybe he doesn't. This Pujols card doesn't sell very often, so we're gonna avoid him for now. Flaherty, we're definitely gonna be in it. Paul Goldschmidt always has a really big gap. Also, I don't know why, but he always does. I think I'm gonna get in. Like, occasionally, I'll get in on a gold or a silver just for like a quick flip, but I'm not doing it very often. You know, he got sold to me fast, so I'm gonna pick him up and go the other way. I promise we will talk also. I think I have one of these that I pulled from a bonds that I haven't packed earlier. I promise you also we're going to talk about the July Player of the Month program also. We need to do that. Let's see. Rich Gossage, we picked up another one of him. Still just so good to flip. The thing that's good about Gossage is not only is he a card that like mid-tier teams are going to want to put in the bullpen, really anybody. I mean, he's not that bad. Then also, he was in that one pack. Did I get my bill? For some reason, I've been able to flip this card a lot lately. This might be too high. I'm going to try to sneak in behind over on the left side. I'm going to wait to buy another one of him, but I've been able to flip him somehow. So I got another max here. I'm gonna go 6399. You guys hopefully at this point are kind of seeing some of the pattern of what I'm going after. Just more subs you have, now it's time to I don't know why I clicked those fast somehow too. Braun, always going after Braun. One of my favorite cards to flip. Again, what do they bring to the table? You gotta really think deeply about the cards. What does he bring to the table? Well, he brings 125, 114. He's not that much of a difference if you just wanted to buy him. No one's sweating like 1,000 or 2,000 stubs. I don't know. Very good card to flip. Oh, Josh Hader. Josh Hader has been fantastic to flip also. Goes very fast. That's actually... Oh, that's not too much of a difference right now, though. That's not too much of a difference. Usually can get them a little bit, maybe that 8.5. I think I probably got mine like 8.5, 8.3, something like that. So he's going up a little bit in price. But people always kind of want this card, especially those mid-tier, It's like he's an 88 diamond, the best live series diamond at pitching. I wonder if we could flip this card. I should flip Yelich for sure, dude. What is he going for? Damn, that's like a 2,000, almost a... That's a solid profit right there. We're definitely going to start flipping Christian Yelich. There's no doubt about that. That's a perfect one. I missed that earlier today. I definitely should be flipping him because look at all that contact and power versus right. High tier diamond. See, Hader went fast. Hader goes fast, man. He goes really fast. Let's see. George Foster, Todd Frazier. The Reds look like they got a lot of good stuff here. So we got a Dave Parker. Did I put in an order on him earlier? I just feel like they're starting to go up. They're starting to go up a little bit on that side. Johnny Cueto, I mean, flip him as many times as you want. He's so good to flip. I used to love flipping Suarez and Castillo too. Really like to flip them. Look how much this one's gone up. This Todd Frazier's really gone up. I'm tempted to get in on that, but he's really risky. Look at Rob Dibble skyrocketing in price. Holy shnikes. Let's go back to the Brewers and sell this Christian Yelich. We got some other stuff to sell. Let's see, 7-3. Let's go back to the Reds. I'm interested to see how fast that Christian Yelich sells. Johnny Bench. It's a good gap, but I'm probably not going to play on that. Just because, again, it goes into thinking about the cards. Unless it's like a hot thing that's in the pack, it's like new content. No one's really trying to use Johnny Bench as their catcher. 65, 70, 87, 72, 80 vision. Nice. Yelich went fast. I knew I knew he would go fast. Yeah, this is actually going to be a great one. This is going to be a really good one. I can tell. That's a beautiful one right there. I can't believe. I'm glad that this got into the video. Johnny Bench though, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to use that card. That's why it's got a good gap, but it's all over the place on the left side. 13, 16, 22. No one knows what to do with it. Probably I would avoid that one. You gotta you just think a little bit about that kind of stuff when it comes to flipping. I think we picked up a Baez while we were chilling. 7724, super popular one. There's a lot of like casual Cub fans. Like, what card are they gonna want? They're gonna want Javi Baez to play at shortstop. There's no other boosted Javi Baez to go after. That card just sold instantly, so he's a good one. I think have we gone through pretty much everyone. Did I play on Spencer Howard, by the way? I can't remember. Yeah, so you can just kind of let your stuff chill as buy orders. I don't know why that Craig Biggio hasn't sold. Must be way lower, but these are all the stuff that we have to move forward. We'll let some stuff buy and sell, and you know, I don't know, maybe I'll cancel out these like Spencer Howard, and also we'll cancel out John Franco, I guess. Probably shouldn't have, but you know, then I don't have anything too high risk. It's pretty cool that we sold that Daniel Murphy fast. I feel like we probably have we've got to have other stuff that we could sell. You always got to check the completed orders. So we did pick up a Luis Gonzalez. We need to go sell Waters, Braun, Alex Baum. I think we might have sold them already. Let's see. We need to go to, sorry about that. This is where you need to navigate from. I just think it's a pretty nice way to navigate about this. So we did get one of them here. 8707. I'll be back in on this again because these are like the, you know, they're really, you know, moving around a lot. Let's see. Let's go back to the Braves. We pick up any more Maddoxes? Yes. These will always sell eventually too. They just do. People want to use Greg Maddux. People need them for that All-Star collection. People sell them to you quickly out of that pack that haven't hit prestige. It's good. These are probably going to be good to sell like the rest of the year. Anybody in that collection. I wonder if we picked up the three main pitchers though. I really like. We got a Drew Waters, 6-3-8. Put him up. I'm gonna buy another Waters. We got another Glavine. I think I got 4 Glavines up for sale, so I might chill on Glavine for a bit. Let him matriculate out of there. I could also reset. You know, it's only like 20 stubs difference. There was like a 6-3, and then it went down to like a 4-7. So I don't mind resetting on that kind of stuff. Do we ever get an Acuna? No, we did not. We got another Luis Gonzalez though. I'd say like I want like a max of 3. Probably the sell of these on the other side because it's too much to have at one time. Like it's just, you're gonna start undercutting yourself on the other side. So just something to keep in mind. Let's go to the Pirates. I think we pretty much have gone through all of this. Oh my, it must have sold. I guess we'll go in and buy another one. That's usually the pattern I like to go through with these higher ones. Just wait for it to go to you, and then, you know, let's see. Is there any other teams? I'm sure that I got a lot that I'll have to go back and sell from the completed orders. Do we pick up another Ryan Braun? I can't remember if we already like put this card back up to sell. I think we did. Oh, we got a Jack Flaherty, a Mickey Mantle. Let's see, Jack Flaherty on the Cardinals. So make sure you guys go back and check the completed orders. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see what is 6698. We had to have got them for cheaper than that, so I'll just go ahead and go to the front of the line. On that, I'm gonna go. I'll go 5806. Probably that stuff on the left will sell pretty quickly. Who was the other completed that I saw? Mickey Mantle. And then after Mantle, we're gonna start talking about the July player of the month stuff. Go ahead though, guys, and copy my flips. There's plenty of You know, if you see my videos, there's plenty of room to get in on these and flip them. I gave you like a ton of cards to go after. They're gonna, you know, how many times have we flipped Rich Gossage just in this video alone? And I know, and the thing is too, like, I'm by far from the only one flipping Rich Gossage. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of a pause here, and we're gonna go ahead and start looking at the July Player of the Month and how we're going to go about that. All right, guys, so now we're over on my Twitter page. We're gonna take a look at some of the cards that have been confirmed for the July Player of the Month program. We got Ramon Laureano, 97, 109, 96, 73, 60, 80 with a 99 arm, 79 speed. Has a good swing too. Pretty solid card to have in there. We got Yasmani Grandal. I'm not sure why this is not that big of a picture. Let's go look on their account and take a look at it. See if this should be a bigger picture. I don't know why that was showing up so small. 90, 77. Let me make sure this is showing up. Okay. We can tell like what stuff is. 90, 77, 96, 75, 64, 86, 70, 86, 73, 72, 73 speed. Decent defense, but it is a switch hitting catcher. It does have power tier over both. So we're going to have Grandal as well. There's going to be a pink bat skin as well. So we'll be on the lookout for that. And then they also released Jonathan Scope, 90, 81, 91, 88, 67 vision. Pretty good power hitting. This is a pretty good card, honestly. This is kind of like a kind of like a Carlos Correa type of card, you know, like lots of power, really good arm strength, gold fielding. This is a 61 speed. Scope's a really good player. This is a really good card. You guys can see that's July 2017. We got July 2018. Got July 2019. So now that I notice this is like from each year's. Let's go ahead and hop back over on the game. And basically what happened last time is when we went to the monthly awards, there were different exchanges. I don't know if it's gonna let us bring that up, but we had Yankees and second baseman, I believe, for like the DJ LeMahieu. We had Chase Anderson. You know, it's like Brewers and starting pitchers. Jesus Aguilar, it's like, I think I want to say it's like Brewers and first baseman. I could be wrong about some of these also. I can't, like, I know, like, this first tier, though, whatever this first tier is, though, like, it was catchers and Mariners for Mike Zunino, and we were able to flip catchers like crazy. And same with Mariners cards. So we got a second baseman for the Orioles. We got, like I said, we got a second baseman for the Orioles. Let's see. Grandal is a 90. Scope is an 88. And Ramon Laureano is a 93. So I think it always goes in order of like lowest to highest diamond range. So Scope is the lowest one that we have right now. Second baseman and Orioles probably are going to be more expensive in the market. Let's go take a look in the market at those. See if there's already some traction going the other way. Take a look at second baseman, especially like, you know, our gold tier second. Well, LeMahieu's up quite a bit. Ozzy's is up. This isn't too far from what they would be. LeMahieu feels like he's way up. Merrifield's up. He's usually not that expensive. He's more like 2,000-ish, so he's up like 170. Moose, that's really high for Moose. A lot of these silver second basemen have gone up too. So be on the lookout for second basemen. Be on the lookout for catchers. And be on the lookout for center fielders. But what I would do is I really wouldn't invest now in this stuff. I would more wait to see what finally drops in the program tomorrow. because then you're going to know for sure, and you're still going to be able to flip. Like, you're definitely going to be able to flip in that situation too, because cards are going to be moving like hotcakes on both sides. So it's definitely going to be one of those things where you can make some stubs. So we might talk about that tomorrow as well, once we get more of the specifics on that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a great day and peace out.